Hello and welcome back, everybody. We are, playing Fallout Shelter and how it relates to supply chain management um, and other types of things like the process, the product, and the people. Well, our people have been rather busy. They've been rather busy making babies. So I had all of the medical um, team. They happen to all be women, so because we're full of the resources they make, I figured it was a good time for them to do the pregnancy thing and for us to get our population up to the point that we can get the weight room. So, if everything goes well, we will have 24 dwellers, which is a big jump. Yep. It's a big jump. Um, Between the 17 and the 24. Yep. And by the time they got there, it wasn't even worth going to. So the pregnant ladies are running, and oh, they got all the way up here? No, okay, they're just running up there. Because they run to the nearest living room or living quarters, I suppose. So, as you saw, when there's a conflict situation, the pregnant dwellers are not much use to us as defensive individuals. So, yeah, but on the plus side, we were able to raise our happiness to 98%, and that's because I spread the love around. So, there's only two individuals who are not at 100%. One of them's Jacob, who's out on missions, and the other one's Gloria, who is the only one who hasn't had a baby yet. So it's a good idea to spread things around and for people to have these units uh, for the happiness, for the efficiency, for the genetic diversity. Right now, it doesn't really matter because all the kids are going to be noob stats, anyways. Like, they're all going to be ones and twos, maybe a three at most. Later, when we have fully trained individuals, like heroic level characters or rare level characters that have like fives, we'll say, and everything, or higher, they have an increased uh, percentage chance of creating a child that has higher attributes, and then there are other things that influence that as well. There's pets that influence it because I guess you know it's one of the few things that could be done for it because there's not really an outfit. Like, there's charisma outfits, but that's just the speed of the meetup. So yeah. So Jacob is still 4.5 hours away. We managed to accomplish a lot of these things in the meanwhile. A lot of low level gear, but quite, a fair bit of it will be useful to us. We were able to get rid of or solve a few of these objectives. Have not gotten a lunchbox. If I get lunchboxes, don't worry. I'll open them in front of you guys. I know how people love seeing those things open. But yeah, we're kind of a little jammed up. No lunchboxes today yet. So the incidents, that's going to happen anyways. There's no point in pushing that forward. The collect 2,000 caps in the vault, we're already at 300. We're going to get caps from raiders. I think we get. No, we don't get it for regular production. If we were to rush production, we'd get some. I forget what it's based off of. I think it's character level or something. Or stat. I don't know. But he has 1135, which brings us to not quite enough, but it definitely gets us closer. So perhaps within the next 24 hours, we'll be able to get that done. And then a big part of it is that we're going to be able to train our people. That's the real big thing that I'm looking at. So, yeah. Because as I mentioned before, the rest of this stuff isn't super useful. The radio studio's okay. You know, it makes people happier. It brings people to the vault, but I find it's very slow. And you just get regular people anyways. It does increase the happiness a bit, but we're not really too concerned about that right now. But these 3 rooms are critical. These are the 3 training rooms that are absolutely 100% critical. So after we train up our people in the weight room, I might actually have a sliding training scale. So I'm just going to click this. Oh, right. So we do get money from production? I don't know. I guess we do. So then we can have like a rotating schedule, training everybody up gradually while we increase the population from 24 to 28. Because remember, the mole rats are possibly going to be an issue at 30. It was, I think, between 30 and 35 or something. It wasn't quite nailed down. So we'll play it on the safe side. We'll keep it at around this level. We are going to see, the trick is we're going to start running into a lot of people. If we train people up and put them into the quests, we're going to run into people that are going to want to come back to our vault. Because when we send people out on the quests from the overseer's office, you want them to be full level. Or at the very least, you want them to have very high strength, agility, and perception. Those are the basic combat skills. So you're going to want those to at least be 5, preferably 7 or an 8. 10 is the best, of course, because then your outfits stack on top of that. So if you were to have a level 7 strength suit, you effectively have a strength statistic of 17. And of course, there's other outfits that mix and match different statistic bonuses, and they have different effects as they come along. And very much in the same way as equipment in a warehouse or manufacturing, you could have, certain kinds of box cutters. Certain ones are better than others. Some are more heavy duty. Some of them are faster to use. Some of them are safer to use. You have things like gloves, protective equipment, personal protective equipment. Is extremely good things to use in industry. And, your safety boots and your reflective vests, like those are all kind of similar things that we're going to be using here. It doesn't have a direct translation, but we can form analogs between different situations, like the military thing that could, what is it called? Military fatigues. That we could see, okay, he's in the power room, so he has, his multimeter, he has his, different electrical equipment on his suit. He has like the basic at a +3. It's more the basic, but it's definitely a bonus. It definitely helps bring that stat from even a 5 to an 8 with the +3. Like that +3 is a big, big deal in relation to where you start off, because the average person has like a level 2, and then you give them military fatigues, they go on up to a 5. They just went up 2.5 times, 2.5x what they started. So just keep those ratios in mind, because I think that they are linear for the most part, with the rooms, especially. With combat is much trickier, But essentially, strength, perception, agility are great. Endurance keeps your people alive and keeps them resistant to radiation. Luck makes you have better critical hits and more critical hits and to find better things. And if you do find things, they'll be higher levels. And what the heck are the other stats? SPEC. Charisma helps you make friends. And intelligence allows you to solve puzzles that you find or to make better decisions in combat. Say, you know what? I'm not going to mess with that combat over there. It looks like too much trouble, or it looks like it's not worth the investment. There's too much risk. So all the stats are useful. So what I think I might do is just put this here just to remind myself. When you build an elevator, if there's nothing underneath it, it will automatically build 2 and you get 2 for 1. So that's a really good thing to keep in mind because 2 for 1 is a great deal. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into the strength training room, the weight room. And we might have it a single or we might turn it into a double. I found in the beginning, because of power constraints, until people get fully trained, it's usually better to start off with a small room, like this size room. And then once you really start getting people trained and you have a good routine and everything, you can double it up. But it does get a little tricky with spacing. Like if you're moving through things, like are you going to keep doing new levels for each room? Because the issue that happens with that, robot's all the way already there, is the combat, is the emergencies that come up. So if people are really, really spread out on different levels, remember levels are slower to move between. Moving across levels is much easier. So in the beginning, it's better to just move across levels. Looking at our power graphs, noticing that our power consumption minimum is starting to move up, even though we have fully upgraded our power room. So that is fully upgraded. This is, I don't know if that one's upgraded. 28, 26. I think they've just larger size. I don't think they're actually upgraded. Oh, I didn't need to click that. Whatever. Nobody's hurt. It's keeping them busy, I guess. There's not much else they can do. And it keeps somebody in those rooms so that it doesn't start with a fire. So, yeah, I think I'm going to spread them out a little bit and make it so, yeah, because if there's somebody actively in a room, bizarre events are much less likely to have happen. It was kind of funny, though, when we had our last couple getting together in here. She said, is it hot in here? Is it just me? And then, like, 10 seconds later, the room burst into flames. So things were getting pretty hot and heavy there. All right, so we have 3. Get people in there. I think they'll be able to handle it. Yeah, they're doing fairly well. They got one down. Yeah, now there's 4 people shooting at one. Rad Roach, I think he's toast. Okay, good. See, these incidents, you don't need to cause them by rushing rooms or whatever. There's no reason to be rushing rooms at all, except for the monetary thing. We don't even really need the experience right now. Like, there's no reason to do it. So we can pretty much leave it. Where are we in all of our challenges? So, you know, we're getting there with our caps. When Jacob comes back, our fearless adventurer, he's going to be bringing a fair bit back. The incidents. Yeah, because with the rewards with the different things, it does seem a little bit strange, but bringing money in, that translates to real life in any situation. Stopping incidents, that's a good thing to do as well. That's kind of something that's going to happen anyways. Leveling up 3 times, we're going to have to wait until we send Jacob back out to do that. But I think right now is a good place to pause, and we'll come back to things. I'm just going to keep the setup of the videos to about an hour or so, and then I can show progression, I think, a little bit better, and it saves me a little bit of time with the uploads. Or let me know what you guys think is the best situation. If you guys prefer 15-minute videos or hour-long videos, there's a chance I can probably put one of these out every day or every other day if it's an hour long. But it depends. There's going to be a gap when we're training, and there's not going to be very many videos because we're just going to be training. That's all we're going to be really doing for quite a while. So let me know your thoughts, and I'll see what I can do to make this as educational and clear and as entertaining as possible. All right, so we are going to pause here, and we'll be back in a minute. Hello, everybody. So we just popped some kids out, however you want to say it, and we got a pretty even spread of abilities, actually. So this child, Vincent Snyder, he has a better agility, so that's a pretty good advantage. Man, I'm trying to explain something. Raiders, you're very rude. Anyways, so let's move people around and get him in here. Do you have weapons? They better have weapons. So the kids all have, like I said, an even spread of abilities: perception, agility, charisma, and intelligence. Oh, that kid's gonna cry. Yeah, you scared the kid, man. All right, so they're going to take care of them pretty quick. Well, shoot them. There you go. Kicker. There you go. What else? Is anybody left? No. They should just drop, man. This whole walking away thing. It's like, no, you're not walking away, guys. You attacked our vault and put our people in jeopardy and tried to dead them. So, no. No. You are not walking away. Finally. Come on. It won't even let me loot them. Let's go. All right, good. Good shotgun. Loot. Loot. It wasn't really that much. It was like 4. That's not very impressive. No, I didn't. Whatever. I'm giving up. I'm not clicking the level thing, but it's still making it go. So I'm need to stop complaining about it, because it's very frustrating to me that it does that. That's something that's always frustrated me with this game, but whatever. Once we get everybody trained up enough, it's not going to matter. So, all right, what is everybody doing now? Oh, okay. So they're babysitting over there. They're doing nothing, essentially. They don't even need to be doing anything. We're just giving them busy work, and we're keeping them safe, because they're going to be making those babies real soon. So we're just keeping them safe. That's it. Now we have 21 people, so we can build 2 more rooms. So the overseer's office, which costs 1,000, which we're not doing yet. There's no reason to build this until you need it. The radio studio, that's like one of the few places people with charisma can actually do something useful, but we don't need it. right? So there's no point in building it. The weapon workshop has a limited amount of value. I might make it just to improve the weapons we have, but realistically, we just need to have somebody go out and adventure and get better weapons. We're going to need to increase the size of our storage quite a bit if we start making things, because then we need to scrap things, and then we need to store the scrap bits, then we need to know which scrap bits come out of it, and it's a lot. Because I remember, I think it's globes, alarm clocks, and one other thing makes the laser gun. Or no, is the globe? That's the laser rifle. I don't remember. I better not say, because I actually don't remember. So actually, they're doing a whole lot of nothing. You guys might as well be making food. Just try not to eat it all, alright? I know you're pregnant, but make sure you keep some for everyone else. So we're going to put her in here. How far away is Jacob? Jacob is still 2 hours away. There are pets that will allow people to return faster. So it's actually a really good thing to have, because it cuts down the time by like half. So if you go away from the vault for 24 hours and you have a pet that cuts it in half, then it only takes 12 hours to come back, which is extremely useful, because then you can get your loot faster and sort it out, and your people can go out faster. So that 12 hours that they're not having to return, they can go out and explore. So in general, there isn't any like, there's only one +3. I like the +3s a little bit better for my specialists, but like we don't really need that charisma, but it doesn't really matter. So I think we're going to be getting a better production for the diner right now. We're going to keep it full size until we're absolutely ready to hit the 30 mark with our dwellers, because at that point we're going to have to rebuild our vault. But leading up to that, we have the weapon workshop, which, wait, 24, we need 24 people. Oh, when Jacob comes back, this is what we're going to do. When Jacob comes back, him and Gloria are going to get together, and they're going to make the 24th occupant, worker, vault dweller, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll be able to get the weight room, which is going to be huge. Like, I'm very excited to get to this point, because once you start training your people, that's when the real magic happens. It's so important to train people, but it's also very important to make sure that you have the correct outfits. So it would be better to train somebody who is not wearing one of these +3 strength outfits, or one that's better than that. She is a +2 strength outfit, as does she. This one gives endurance, while hers gives 1 agility. So +1 endurance, +1 agility, but they both give a +2 to strength. Plus, their strengths are both, reasonably low. She has a bit of a charisma boost, but really, when you train them so that their main statistic has been grown past their innate. So she is a +3 to start with, right? When we grow her strength to 3 or more, she's going to behave with her happiness. Like, just say her happiness goes down and then it needs to go back up. Her happiness is going to react like that was her natural ability. So that's another really big advantage. And I mean, look at this. We're at 98%. Holy. This is going very, very well. Get a big plus 10% productivity bonus, and then the momentum of that just keeps building up, right? So we have more production, so people are happier, so we're able to train more, we're able to grow. It's momentum. It's like the flywheel on a car, right? You're building it up, and it's working even better. So right now, about the only thing we really have left is these kids are going to grow up, and they're going to become valuable working members of the vault. And unfortunately, none of them have a main ability in strength. It's been a bit of a situation that, see, I didn't want to match, what's his face, Donald, with a whole bunch of different women just to get the strength bonus, but I might have to, actually. You know what? We're going to do that now. We're going to do that now. Gloria. And what's your face? Go make a strength baby. All right. Good luck. Can we give him a charisma thing? His charisma's really bad. He's like trying to talk to her. She's like, Anyways, they'll figure it out. We'll come back to things in a little while. If anything interesting happens, I'll be sure to let everyone know. These are our current random objectives. This, we got to wait for Jacob to come back. These incidents are going to happen naturally, and collecting the caps is going to happen naturally as well. So that is 139 plus 1,000. Oh, wait a minute. 139 plus 1,000. Oh, so close. By the time he gets here, we'll probably have enough. Just from like grabbing stuff and whatever else. I'm sure we'll get the difference of it, so I wouldn't worry about it. I'm just gonna put her over there. So yeah, we're gonna leave things there. I'll check back in a minute. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna wait because they're gonna bust through. Yeah, I knew it. See, it's better to just wait for them to crawl through because they're gonna do it anyways. I'm not quite sure why they haven't gotten through here yet. Okay. Can you pick the guy up, please? Anyways, so crisis averted. That's one more incident that we stopped. And I'll see you guys back here in a minute. Okay, so we are back with Fallout Shelter. We are doing the baby thing. Who are you? Donna Sutton has showed up. Interesting. She's not particularly awesome in anything, but we do need somebody in the diner. She seems to like it. We are going to have Diane Snow. It's going to be a baby. So I'm not quite sure which one is which here. But let's just put her over there for now. Diane Snow, another charisma baby, perception baby, intelligence baby, and agility baby. So there's a couple of them walking around. We'll get all these babies sorted. Little Victoria Harper, wherever she's going to come out of. They always come out of a living quarters. So she's charisma. A lot of charisma. Justin Stewart. He is perception. Not a single strength. All right. Well, that's going to make the strength training all the more important. Hopefully, what's his name's? Donald's baby has higher strength, but we have the 25. So we do have Weapons Workshop and the weight room. Awesome. All right. This is where things get better. So we're going to build the weight room right away. I'm kind of tempted to put it here, but we're going to need that for power generation. So we'll put it here for now. And who are we going to put there? So we have these individuals. They're more or less flexible with wherever they go. So we want to keep them in there, but we did just have Donna Sutton come in. So what we can do is we can train her up so she can get her strength increased. Brenda Snyder is intelligence-based. Sarah Harper is also flexible, and since we need 2 more individuals, and I could train someone with a 1 strength that would be quick training, but there's no real point of it because we still need the flexibility of the amount of people here. But this is actually kind of good. When the next baby comes out, we'll have the athletics room, and then we really got to keep an eye on how many people we let in here. So it's going to take them an hour and 18 minutes, both of them, to go from 2 strength to 3 strength. So we could speed it along with Nuka-Cola, but there's no point. Those are more, I keep those more for emergencies, like break in case of fire type idea. So she's going to be she's going to be a medical person. Gloria, we're just going to keep her there because it keeps her out of trouble and keeps her safe. Brenda, she's making things, but it doesn't really matter right now because we're capped out with the amount of stim packs, and we'll just leave it at that. But our happiness is at 99%. So this is how we accomplish such a high happiness. And you might have noticed that the children only have 50% happiness, but they don't count because they're kids. Wow, we have a lot of kids. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to have 8 kids soon, which is going to be 1/3 of the vault is going to be children. But one thing we can do is when we get these new children coming in is we can set up training rooms and get them training because we already have people who are running things as they are now. And then we can start swapping them out, like Anna Frost. Anna has a strength of 2. When we get someone with a strength of 3, we can swap her out, put her in there, get her with a 3. This way is slower, and it does take more attention, but it makes sure that people are more balanced. And the other thing is that for, say, Donna here to get a 10 in strength, it's going to take days. It might actually take like a week for her to get there. And that's a week that we do not get any of the advantage of her increased training. But by swapping them out, we will get incremental increases. I'm actually kind of blown away that we're being this efficient with power. This is really, really good. But a big part of that is not going crazy building stuff. So I might actually build another power room here. I don't know. No, not yet. We don't need it. Where's Jacob? He's going to be here in 35 minutes. I'm not sure if we will have enough of the room for him because we have been accumulating things. 13, 17. No, we won't have enough room because I think he has 19 items. We might need to go 3 wide with the storage room, but we're going to keep it at that. And another thing is when we upgrade the storage room, it takes a significant increase in power. So our power production is really good because our power room is fully upgraded, because it is the Operation 1, so to speak. It is the first operation that drives everything else. So absolutely improve your power plant as much as you can, as quick as you can. So this is looking more like a daycare than a vault, but we're in good shape right now. We're in very, very good shape. And we're efficient enough that we don't need all of our dwellers. We can train up our new dwellers. So many of them have charisma. But like Vincent, we can increase his agility or just swap him out immediately with like Evelyn and then give Vincent this handyman suit, and then we have a +1 immediately. And then she can train up, but then again, she's flexible. She can train for a number of different jobs. So things are going extremely well right now. Extremely well. We almost have... I think we're going to be extremely close when Jacob comes back to completing the caps accumulation. We're probably going to have another incident at some point, and then when we get Jacob going back out in the wasteland, he's likely going to level up. There is the idea that we might want to... How do we check his stats here again? Yeah, he's in level 19, so that's a little concerning in the fact that he doesn't really have much of an endurance. So he's going to level up, and he's not going to be as good as he can possibly be, but he's going to carry us into the next chapter of the vault. So there are ways that you can correct that afterwards with mods, but we're not going to worry about it right now. But something we might want to do is train him up on his strength. The higher up we get his strength, the more damage he'll do. So might be something to do at some point. But since we only have 1, if we had 2, I'd be okay with training one of them. But we really need people to go out and get us loot. And that's actually going to be something that's going to come up. But the children, when they grow up, we can give them the weapons, we can give them the outfits, so we can kind of clear out, and we can just keep upgrading. So when we get more loot, just upgrade things, or if we know we're getting better loot, we can just have people sell it. Selling it is one way, but it's possible that we can create the better weapons with the rusty laser pistols, like, who has it? Like Jerry Barton has, that does 7 damage, because that's quite a bit. Compared to the other weapons we have, it's twice as much as the rusty lever action rifle, almost twice as much. So it's something to keep in consideration. I don't want to do any quests right now. I think it's very ill-advised to do quests. They are exceedingly difficult when you have untrained low-level people. You burn through your stim packs, and if you don't complete the mission, I'm not sure what happens if you're able to come back and finish it or not. You might just lose it. So if you only get halfway through the level and then you have to leave because everybody's really hurt and you're out of medical stuff, then you might just lose it forever or have to redo a whole bunch of it. So it's not worth it right now. We'll focus on training, focus on our core competencies, as they call it, of strength, perception, and agility. Those are the 3 things that we're going to be focused on. And we've already gotten started. Here we are, real time, day 2. We already have people starting training. I will attempt to jump in and keep on top of their training. I might or might not record these incremental improvements, but we'll see. When is Jacob coming back? Yeah, he'll be back. I might do a quick recording so that he comes back. We'll equip everyone. I might wait for these children to grow up, actually, because then that'll give us places to put our inventory, or I might just have to increase the storage room, which I don't want to. But with the value of these storage rooms being so incredibly low, like it's only 30. Do you think you could fit more than 30 outfits or 30 guns in here? I think you could probably fit like 300 of them in here, but that's just me. That's just me. But anyways, games are not perfect, and there's reasons they have it. If everything worked perfect in this game, then there would be no reason for people to buy these packs. So we don't have any right now. It's the Mr. Handy Robot. These are the lunch pails, and these are the pet carriers. So I am noticing, though, that I'm getting way fewer lunch boxes than I did the last time I played this game. The last time I played, I was always getting like 2 or 3 a day until the mole rats came. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. But we'll cut things here. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Fallout Shelter and Supply Chain Training. So we are not... No. That's one of the disadvantages of having them attached to the automatic pickup, is sometimes they get picked up when you don't want to. Now, let's have a look first with these ladies here getting stronger. Oh yeah, you get money for that too. Awesome. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the next level of training on them. But at this point, actually, we can probably leave them there because there's so much production. We have a good safety stock. We're not experiencing any decrease. I'm not sure if children eat and drink in the game. I know that sounds weird, but I think we need to wait and see what the impact is. I was kind of hoping that they would have grown up by now. Oh, any minute they're going to grow up. Well, some of them. All right, we're just going to have to increase the size of the storage room because we're not going to have room for everything. So we will collect. We got our 2,000 caps, which get us Nuka-Colas. Collect 10 weapons. Wow, no lunchboxes, eh? Wow. All right, bud. You get yourself healed up. Is she gonna have that baby? I guess not yet. When she does, we can make another training room. For the moment, we might actually just want to make the other training room here. And then if we need to expand, I'm not sure what our current capacity is, actually. 26 is our current capacity. So that's okay. So you know what? You're a hero. We're going to get you fixed up right away. 34 minutes. All right, you need a gun. Stats, hunting rifle, no problem. All right, one of our dwellers grew up. 2 of them grew up. A lot of things going on right now. You don't necessarily need to give her the best weapon. They took care of that rad roach quick. With smaller rooms, the threats are smaller and they're easier to deal with. And they're faster to deal with. So I think we have 3 kids walking around right now. 4. We could use another training room. We don't quite have the ability, or it hasn't unlocked yet because this kid hasn't been born. I thought there was Gloria Graham. I thought there was like a meter showing when they were going to have the kid. I don't know. We'll have to check that later. But we have some people walk. Why are you hiding behind him? So he's agility 3. Do we have agility? So you can choose what kind of attribute you want. So that's just agility 1, but whatever. See, he's happy. He's gaining happiness. Our happiness went down by 10% because all of our people grew up and they're grumpy teenagers right now. So, yeah. Oh, she is not the best person to be in there at all. We'll put her in with the food. She has the higher agility anyways, plus she has the... What do you call it? All right, junior officer uniform. Now she has a 5 total intelligence. Wow. Judith also has a 5. We'll get her a regular kind of weapon. People who are training do not need outfits. So don't worry about them. I know I'm clicking these things when I have the robot. It's just, I'm right there, so I might as well. Whoops, just went right past agility. The Mercure, we'll just use that. Might as well use it right now. I think we might have another one. Yeah. So we have a good total for their perception. Is there maybe something better? Or maybe we have another person with perception. He's charisma. We're going to put him in the warehouse for now. These kids are sneaking around. All right, his happiness went back up. We could initiate a situation. Yes, I know she's brand new, but she has a lower happiness. And we'll see if we can get charisma. We have nothing with charisma. Sure we do. We're going to borrow this, bud. We need to make a love connection here. So the charisma outfits will make them interact till completion, however you want to say it, faster. So 6 incidents, good. Now it's pushing the Overseer's office. 5 quests is a lot. I'm half tempted to just get rid of this right now. So the 10 weapons, we can collect that over the night. Same with this. This is going to take a very long time. I don't know if I want to use a Nuka-Cola on that. We don't really have anything else to use Nuka-Cola on. I'm just going to use it. 2 Nuka-Cola Quantum? Wow. The price of everything has gone up. That inflation, man. Nuka-Cola inflation is brutal. All right, bam. They're ready to populate the wasteland. So, there's Mysterious Stranger. If you see him, click him. You can get a lot of caps depending on when you click him in the little song that plays. So right now, boom, look at that. Our happiness is up to 94 total. Where's perception? There we go. We'll give her a Wasteland Medic. We'll put her in the water room. How long until we get these? 5 minutes, 2 minutes? We don't have any bonuses for those. Okay. We'll make sure that everybody's equipped with shooters. Even her. We'll give her the weak one. Do you have the most powerful one? You do. Okay. So I don't think we have anything that's better than 5. No. That's still the best suit we have. And there's more rad roaches. Look at that. Quick. Done. What are we going to give this guy? We don't really need the perception. We'll just give him formal wear for now. We'll give him back the initiate robe to get that 1% or that 1 point of agility. We'll give him a rifle. She has a pistol. I think we can upgrade that. We'll give her a rusty shotgun. Oh, but we are going to want to make sure that the people here have the best options. Yeah, they do. Okay. And then our supervisor, Charles Snow, in the water room. And our supervisor, Brandon. We'll give him the better rifle. All right, that's not too bad. People are decently equipped. They just have, well, what kind of, you're a perception kid. Okay. So we have another child coming out here to put us to 26 and 27. So 28 is our target. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to send him out. No, I want to send him out with a full complement. Let's get in there. 1 minute. There we go. I want to get him out there with 15 and 15 so he has the best chance. He could train for like an hour and get up to a 3, but I'm not going to do that right now. So yeah, that's a perception kid. That is a charisma kid. This is another charisma kid. So we might want to train them up so charisma is not their highest stat. It's probably what we're going to have to do. And, oh, we got to wait. All right, what are we doing with happiness right now? Judith and Vincent. What's she doing? All right. You're Vincent, aren't you? All right. You crazy kids. I saw the way you're looking at each other. Why don't you get to know each other? Yeah, we'll put it that way. So we need to increase our employees. So this is a good way of doing it. I love talking to you. The stuff they say to each other sometimes is really funny. It's funny in a good way, or it's funny like you're kind of laughing at them because it's so bad. Really cheesy pickup lines. But that's okay. So there we go. So Jacob is going to have a full complement. Don't even have. Wow. All right, buddy. Go get us some good loot. Lots of money. Exploring is one of the best ways of getting caps and loot and everything. It's kind of overall. Come on, Wasteland, show me what you got. That's the spirit. So she's going to be making up more stem packs. We'll get him in there. When we get more people, we have some +2. You know what? We might as well just give them. We don't have any more for strength. That's okay. So we can actually give her the engineer outfit because that's female specific. Still gives her a +2 to intelligence, but then we can give Peter the junior officer uniform, and that just made a big difference on our lead time. So that's very important. Our two crazy kids are having a bit of fun over here. Vincent's got a big smile. It's going to be a new daddy. And Judith, we're going to put you back making Radaway for now. We're maximizing all of our production right now. This is phenomenal. Yeah, it's all we have. So we pretty much used everything. Some of our new additions might not have outfits right away, but that's okay. Yeah, we only have 2 formal wear. That's all right. Oh, room on fire. And it's the one that nobody's in. I don't know if that worked. Wow, that spread fast. By the time he got there, it was already out of there. That's nuts. Yeah, the fires in this game are much more aggressive. Much more aggressive than they used to be. I think I'm going to have to keep somebody in those rooms. Maybe you can go help them. She's not going to be much help if there's a fire over here, though. think what we might do is, no, not her. Well, when we come back in, those kids will be ready, but they're going to need to train. Ugh, just stay down there. So that's 336. Yeah, we're going to have to keep him down there. We don't want there to be another fire. It doesn't actually destroy your stuff, but it does cause a delay and cause an issue. And since they can only make things so fast and they do not bank when you are not actively in game, there's no real point of occupying it right now. She is a +2. We're going to switch that with her. So she is the +2. All right, I think that's pretty good. Look at that. We got our happiness back up to 98%. We have 2 new people that I suppose... Nah, it's too close. I'm going to leave it. There is some kind of special bonus if you get 100%. I forget what it is. Which we could do. I'm going to have to look that up. But the kids are not going to be super happy when they become teenagers anyways, so... Jacob's trucking. Look at that. I already picked up some caps. So hopefully he will find a lot of really good gear for us. So we're going to need it. Hopefully lots of strength gear for our new trainees here. But we can't really build anything. We can't really train. We're going to have to wait until later. I might be able to come on and do a little recording a little bit later today, or it might have to wait until tomorrow. But for now, we're going to take a break, and we'll see where we end up in a few hours. Great.